Hey guys, we are back. HS Strut here and Sean Cook.
Tony Merrill.
And we are ready to bring you week 5 of the Strut Report. We've got a lot of good feedback and hopefully we can summarize it and let you guys know what's going on.
That's right. You know, we're getting into the midst of turkey season here. Even more states are starting to open up throughout the country.
Got a couple seasons starting to open up. You know, we got youth weekends here and
yeah, we had some states that we'll hear more about here in a little bit that had youth seasons this past weekend. We had some successes there, which is really great to see. Anytime you can take a youth hunter out in the woods and get him on a bird, or even just, you know, give him
first bird or seeing birds,
give him that opportunity to interact with the outdoors and kind of get a start on it is a good time. So, you know, with that being said, you know, the youth seasons typically start or happen prior to the main turkey season when everybody else can hunt. So
give the kids the opportunity to get out there and get a bird before it gets, you know, too overcrowded or overhunted.
And if you're out if you took a youth hunter hunting during youth season, or if you are going to take a youth hunter out during youth season, that's also a good opportunity for you to, prior to your season, see what those birds are doing. See areas that may have a lot of birds in them there as well. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of benefits to that. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started and go throughout the country and talk to people about what we've been hearing. And in a little bit, Heath Wood's gonna talk to us, just like we had Steve
give him a call. Hopefully the wind out here is not too bad and you guys will be able to hear us.
Yeah, it's a real nice day out here today.
Feels perfect.
Wind shouldn't be bad, so we'll get him on the phone and talk about what happened during youth season for him last weekend and talk about what he's going to be doing
A few
this
success
weekend.
Stories.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, you want to bring us into the Mid-East here, Tony?
Yes, sir. I'll get us started. So, you know, we haven't had a lot of comments from New York, but we did get one this week. In Lower New York, we had someone let us know there's been a little bit more turkey movement now due to the stable and warmer weather. So I think one thing that we've noticed throughout the season is how important it is to really have the weather on your side and adjust to weather changes, and because that really can affect how birds respond and react, or at least how vocal they are. But there's been stable weather there in New York, and Tom, I apologize if I butcher your name, but Tom Badenchick says he's going to get out midweek to scout and assist a youth hunter later this month. So that kind of ties back in what we were just talking about, the youth season's breaking up. So, but yeah, that was actually the only feedback we heard from the Mid-East here this past week. So appreciate that, and we'll keep moving on through. We're actually going to cut over to the southeast here now.
Yeah.
Sean, why don't you take us through that a little bit?
So in the south, so we're still waiting on feedback from the Southwest, Mountain West, Northwest. Need you guys really to get out there, and maybe with season starting up, we'll hear more feedback from those guys. So Southwest, North Georgia, you know, it's been on fire lately. Everyone's been going out here and gobbling. Whether they were able to, you know, draw a bird in or actually have success, you know, it varies amongst people. But so the reports today or this week in North Georgia, still gobbling hard on and off the roost until about 9:30, but they stay with the hens. A lot of people having trouble drawing away from the hens and getting them in, you know, whether it's getting them close enough to see your decoys, or, you know, just getting close enough range to where, you know, you can compete with the real hens. Glenn Winnington had 6 birds gobbling around him yesterday morning on a WMA land, but they would not leave the hens. So North Georgia, they're gobbling, but it's going to be tough to get them away from the hens right now. On to Virginia, Brian White and his father harvested 2 4-year-old birds on opening weekend. Turkeys aren't gobbling much, but if you can get a hen fired up, it can work in your favor. That's how Brian and his dad killed their birds. And I don't know if we have a picture of that or not.
I think he did send us a picture after.
Might not have it on
late.
the iPad.
We didn't make it onto the iPad here, but
maybe if they go on the comments, they can see it on there. So congratulations, Brian White, and you and your dad sound like you had a good hunt.
Yep.
On to Kentucky. It's the opener this weekend. HS field staffer Brad Biddle says he is finally seeing some turkeys in places that he hasn't seen them in central Kentucky. Great weather all week, should make for a good weekend. So this warm weather coming through, these turkeys should be moving around.
Yeah, stable weather is, I mean, when it comes to whether it's bass fishing or turkey hunting, stable weather is always a good thing.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like they're still, you know, grouped up with their hens, but they're gobbling. So get out there, you know, test your luck against the hens.
Right.
So Tony, you want to bring us on to Great Lakes and Midwest?
Yes, sir, I will. So, in the great state of Missouri, the season's starting here within the next couple of days. We're hearing that they're gobbling on the roost, but not a lot of strutting in the fields. At least that's what one person had let us know. There's a lot of lone feeding hens throughout the mornings and afternoons. So gobbling on the roost is good. You know, that helps you locate them first thing, but that just, you know, keep in mind that they may not be extremely aggressive, you know, midday. So just, you know, the warm weather trend is going to help that, but that's just what one report we had heard was. Field staffer Jake Hinman, our good buddy, he said he had a great weekend with his almost 8-year-old daughter this past weekend during youth season. They didn't harvest a bird, but they got to hear some gobbles, and they saw a lone hen on Sunday morning. So, you know, if you followed our Facebook page this past fall, he consistently was providing blogs, taking her through her first deer season. So that was a great learning experience for her, and now she's in her first turkey season. So maybe she'll get another opportunity to get out there and maybe see some turkeys. So appreciate you taking youth in the field here, Jake.
Yeah.
I think we ought to give Heath Wood a call. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
He's going to talk to us about his hunt. Where was Heath hunting this past week?
Heath was in.
It's kind of all over the place, huh?
He's in Missouri, so he took a couple youth hunters this past weekend in Missouri and had some success.
Hopefully, y'all be able to hear Heath on the phone.
Yeah, bring it up close so we can hear it real well. Mr. Heath Wood, how we doing?
Doing great.
Awesome. We got you on the Facebook Live Strut Report, man. We're just looking to hear about how your weekend went last weekend.
It went really good. I had an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
I got to take 2 different boys. I had planned one boy named Avery Miller, but he had some plans going on Saturday morning, had some things he had to do, so he didn't get to go. So I actually had a cousin of mine ask me if I wanted to go with them, and I jumped all over that since I didn't have nowhere to go Saturday morning.
That's awesome.
We started off with them. We set the strut light decoys out about 20-25 yards, set in a blind, had gobblers gobbling all over us. Probably had, I would say, 8 to 10 different gobblers gobbling at one time.
Really?
Yeah.
One of those
Real exciting morning.
That we even told the little boy, said, pay attention to this because this don't happen all the time. This is one of those mornings.
That's awesome.
Now, Heath, was that a spot that you had known there was a lot of birds in that area that you'd scouted previously?
Yeah, it is. It's my cousin. He's hunted this. It's a family farm of his, so he's hunted it for several years, and they've really been scouting a lot. They've actually went and set in the blind even a few mornings and just kind of listened and see where they went. So they had a really good idea of what was there and how many birds they had, and kind of had the blind already set up in a good spot. So basically, all I did is went and called.
You know what? That makes it nice, doesn't it?
That just goes to say how important getting out there and doing your scouting and knowing your land really is.
Absolutely.
It's very, very important. When you know where your birds are and how many birds and where they're going, that's what makes it happen quick, because you know, I mean, you don't have to worry about where are they going to go, how are they going to come in. You know already.
Yeah, absolutely.
All you got to do is set your decoys out and make a few calls and be patient.
That's right. And let the turkeys do the rest of the work. And you said you killed a couple birds over the decoys. Is that what you said?
Yes. Like that hunt right there, I had all 3 strut lights out and had all them birds kind of circled around us and ended up about 30-35 minutes, something like that is what it took for them to come in. But after they did, they actually come in behind us and walked like 10 yards behind our blind. I could hear them drumming, I could hear them gobbling right there. And that's when I kind of got ready and told the little boy to be ready, and they strutted right by the decoys.
Yeah.
There was actually four longbeards come out, and they just went right to the decoys.
Really?
Now, was this his first bird?
No, this boy, he's killed a couple, but he's still getting the hang of it, you know. But he is learning a lot, but it's always nice to do that. But one thing I want to share on that one is how important the decoys are. And I videoed it. I'm going to try to get it on my YouTube channel, but I haven't got it all on there yet, but so everybody can watch it. But on those decoys, they had 4 gobblers go right to them decoys and just locked right in on them. And when I told the boy to shoot, his gun didn't go off. His dad actually forgot to put a shell in the barrel. And we had an automatic shotgun, so everybody knows how loud that is when you finally get it closed.
Oh wow!
His dad reached up, run another shell into the gun, and when it slammed, all 4 gobblers kind of jumped up in the air. And as soon as they did, I just kind of cut it real loud, and all of them gobbled at the same time. And stayed right there on them decoys. So we were able to run another shell in there and do all that because of those decoys. Because I mean, if those turkeys would have just been out there by themselves with no decoys, they would have seen us busted us for sure.
Right.
But they were so locked in on them decoys that we got another shell in there. I told the boy to shoot again, and he rolled him. So that was awesome.
What time of day did all that happen, Heath?
That was first thing. It took right from daylight till it took about 30-35 minutes.
Oh wow!
After daylight.
So they came right on in.
Probably about 7 o'clock when he shot that one.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's cool, man. So that was the Saturday bird then.
Yes. Then that was the first time. Then Saturday evening, we had here in southern Missouri, we had about 25-mile-an-hour winds that afternoon. And we'd seen a couple turkeys, but didn't do any good really. Then Sunday morning, we took him and was actually going to a bird that was gobbling first thing, still pretty dark, and ended up walking right underneath 2. So we had to sit down and we watched them on the roost for about 25 minutes. And finally they flew off and ended up going to a field. So we circled around, couldn't do nothing with them, and come back Sunday evening. And same scenario. We had 25-30-mile-an-hour winds again.
Oh man!
But the field that they were gobbling in Sunday morning is the field that I went to, and I told the boy, let's just be patient and go sit in that field. We know they're going to come back to roost here, so let's just sit and be patient since the wind is so crazy. And we set the decoys out and sat there about an hour or so, and actually had a gobbler come in about 150 yards that I was watching through my binoculars. And we lost him, and was just kind of sitting, kind of chilling, just waiting. About 5. This is about 5:15 in the evening, and I looked over to my right, and at 35 yards there was 5 of them coming right to the decoys. They've been hearing me call here and there, so I just grabbed the.
Now, did they come in silently?
What's this?
So did they come in silently?
Yes, there was 5 come in behind us because I'd been. The one that I was seeing out in front of us, I had been calling maybe every 15 minutes or so just to try to maybe kind of let him know I'm here. And I guess those 5 were slipping in on that calling, but they walked in and seen the 2 decoys and come right out to them.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
And same way here. The strut light decoy did their job because on this one, that little boy, his gun barrel was going up and down. I was trying to get it to stay still, but he was having a problem holding his gun up for that long.
Yeah.
But he finally got it and ended up shooting the bird, and it had 3 beards, had a 6-inch beard and 2 4-inch beards.
Wow.
So, awesome first bird for this kid.
Heck yeah.
Man, he's ruined for life.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, sounds like y'all had a great time up there.
I believe we've got pictures of those birds right here too.
Yeah.
So here's
So these are the birds Heath has been talking about.
I don't know which is which, but here's one of the birds here. It's a great looking bird.
The ones with the decoys probably in the picture is the first boy.
First one? Okay. So this is from Saturday last weekend. And this is in Missouri. And then the other one, right on the one that's on the log was Sunday then?
Yes. That's Sunday morning or Sunday evening. I mean.
Sunday evening. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the
in Missouri we can hunt all day during the youth season. Our regular season we have to quit at 1 o'clock every day, but youth season you can hunt all day.
And the boy you took out on Sunday, you had him out doing some target practice and stuff the previous week, right?
Yes, the week before we shot his gun, put his choke tube in there, and we shot HS targets there about 4 or 5 times, and finally got him adjusted, and he was hitting the target really good, and was holding the gun good. He did really good, so it paid off.
Awesome.
Him having to hold that gun so long there actually reached over and grabbed his gun and said, get a better grip on the gun, and he kind of took a better hold of it. Then I let go, and he could hold it a little better.
That's good.
That's when he made the shot.
Sounds like you're a good teacher. You did your homework, you know, locating those turkeys and, you know, helping them be prepared. Is just even with handling and shooting the gun prior to the season. Those are all ingredients to a successful hunt. So congratulations, Heath. Congratulations to your youth hunters.
Yeah. It was exciting, that's for sure. I would rather take kids out than I would go myself any day.
That's awesome.
So when's season open for you then, Heath?
Our season opens this coming Monday. We got this weekend. I'm going to go out and listen probably tomorrow morning and Sunday morning.
Okay.
And start Monday morning.
Awesome. Well, what's your game plan then? You going to be out there on Monday, or what's your plan?
I'm probably going to, I know where some are roosted too. I'm going to hunt an area pretty close to where I took the second boy. I kind of been making mental notes through the youth hunt too of what was going on. There's several birds gobbling there. And I went one time this week and they were exactly in the same spot. They're not getting pressured, so they're kind of roosting in the same exact spot every night. So I'm going to try to slip in as close as I can Monday morning before I make any calls, and call softly and just be patient.
Cool.
Awesome.
Sounds like a plan, Heath. We appreciate you calling into us, and we'll definitely be in touch and look forward to seeing some birds on the ground.
I hope so. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Heath. Have a good one.
All right, you two guys.
Bye.
Yeah, Heath Wood is always. I mean, he's a great turkey hunter. He does his homework, as you've probably seen the videos that we posted. He knows how to locate those turkeys.
He puts out a lot of locating, or just out scouting. A lot of educational videos that help a lot.
Yep. So cool. That was fun. It was good. We got to talk to him today. Let's keep on moving on through the Great Lakes and Midwest region, Sean.
All right. So on to Wisconsin. They're saying they're still in large flocks. Had 3 to 4 inches of snow, but it's almost all melted off. They were gobbling off the roost before the snow, so hopefully this warm weather that's coming through will get them fired back up. Youth season opens this weekend, so a lot of youth hunters will be getting out there and be getting their first bird, or getting out there spending some time in the woods. Minnesota, Dalton Keenman, sorry if I butchered your name, harvested a bird in central part of the state, seeing lots of good activity there in Minnesota. Illinois, Joe Luttrell harvested a bird in southern Illinois on April 4th. Multiple birds gobbling on the roost and throughout the day. And I believe we have a few pictures to show you on there.
All right, here's Joe's pick. Congratulations to you, Joe. That's a great bird.
And then Luke Wimhoff harvested a great bird during first season in southern Illinois on April 7th. First turkey, solo hunt, so he did it all by himself, got out there, got his first turkey, and that's always satisfying, getting out there doing it by yourself.
First turkey, man. Congrats to you.
My turkey.
Our buddy Jason, I believe knows this fella.
Yep. Luke is a good friend of one of our own here, and congratulations to you, Luke. Tony, you want to bring us on to Kansas, a little bit south?
Let's do it. All right. On into Kansas. So we mentioned field staffer Jake Hinman from Missouri took his 8-year-old daughter out during youth season in Missouri. So afterwards, Jake slipped on over to Kansas and did a little bit of hunting for himself. So
we do have a picture.
He had a pretty good time over there. So on Wednesday this week, him and his buddy Alex, they doubled up first thing in the morning on opening morning on Wednesday. He said both birds came straight into the strut light decoys right after fly down. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, boom, you're done. I mean,
spend an hour in the woods, get home.
The only way it would get better than that is maybe if it was a little bit longer, so you got to enjoy the hunt a little bit more. Man, that's a great job of knowing where they're gonna be roosted at and everything. Yeah, Jake does a great job sending us pics and blogs and things, and he's a very well experienced hunter out there. So congratulations. Glad the strut light decoys did a job for you.
That's kind of been the whole story today, is getting out, doing your scouting, knowing where your birds are going to be, and trying to get an idea of where they're going to head in the morning right off the roost, and just getting their eyes on the decoys. That they'll do the work, do minimal calling, and just have them come in straight to the decoys, and boom.
And there may be a bit of a trend here, for these. Heath talked about decoys did the job during youth season in Missouri. Jake said the decoys did the job during opening day in Kansas. I mean, these early season hunts, the decoys may really be the key. there may be something to that. So just one more note for Kansas. James Falconer says their gobbling and coming to call is really good where he's at. He doesn't think the hens are laying eggs yet, but they're still staying in groups all day. So sounds like it kind of depends on what part of the state you're in, but there's some gobbling going on. Jake's had some success, so if you're in the state of Kansas, I would get out there and get after it. So that kind of wraps up, most of the comments and reports that we had during the week this week, Sean. As seasons start to progress and birds start to be less flocked up, and you may have to do more running, gunning throughout the day. We've mentioned in some of our previous videos, it's important to not be weighed down, and you want to be able to be mobile if you need to. And I just kind of wanted to review, the chest pack that we have here. This is our Undertaker chest pack that's new for this year. It really is an innovative piece of equipment here. Essentially it straps to you. It straps to you just like a binoculars harness does. Fits close to your chest, and I lost that strap.
Are you tied up here?
I think I lost my strap back there, but basically, you keep everything you need, right close to you right here. Now you've got room for a box call, or you could even put a thermocell in here. You open up these pockets that have the magnetic closures. You can fit some gloves and some other accessories in there, calls and things like that.
Cell phone.
Yeah, your cell phone. You can even fit a small pair of binoculars in there. You got shells, you got a pen, strikers, diaphragm calls, really everything you need. And there's no snaps or Velcro. It's quiet. You're not going to spook any gobblers while you're out in the field that way. So it's just one of those tools to keep in mind if you're finding that you do need to be on the move when you're out there hunting and gobblers are moving around throughout the day, and you've got to go to them rather than getting them to come to you. So something to keep in mind.
When you're set up, you don't have to be moving your hands around much. You just got everything right here, and that's always key in the field.
That's right. Close movements. Not a lot of movement out there. Everything's right here, close to you. So
I think we have a giveaway.
That's right. Our weekly giveaway. We got to talk about that too. So
you remember their names?
That's right. I got it written down here. Every week, anyone that shares our Strut Report post on Facebook is entered to win a free HS hat and their choice of an HS Strut turkey call. This week, our winner is Christy Balser. Congratulations to you. You are the winner this week. Send us a message on our page. We'll get your shipping information from you, and we'll get all that out to you. Everyone else out there, if you're hunting this weekend, good luck to you. And
tune in. Let us know. If you kill something, let us know. If you don't, let us know. Everything helps. And just get out there and tell us what's going on in the woods in your area, and maybe you'll have a chance to be our next week's winner.
That's right. If you need any last-minute gear, maybe your season's coming in a couple weeks. We do still have over $50 orders get free shipping on shop.hunterspec.com, and actually through Sunday this week we have $10 off Undertaker chest packs on the site as well. So go out there, check this out. I just kind of gave you a little bit of rundown on it, but you're never going to get a better price on it than it is on shop.hunterspec.com right now. So appreciate everybody tuning in, giving us your reports this week. Check back with us for week 6 next week. We'll be on Facebook Live again, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday, and we'll have the post up for you to comment on and share your photos throughout the week.
Again, there's an ongoing competition for your region. So if you're in one of these regions that's slacking, get out there, do your scouting and try to win it for your region. So.
That's right. Whatever region has the most comments throughout the season, there will be a winner chosen from that region to get a fully loaded Undertaker chest pack to get after it in the woods next season. So,
all right, guys.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Until next week, good hunting out there.
Thank you.